Hey everyone, my name is Zach REDRUP. You're listening to the It's Not a Phase podcast, and on this episode I'm joined by guitarist Scott Pinnington and vocalist Charlie Hewitt of Black Coast. We discuss their decision to start anew with their 2021 album Outworld, their feelings towards their material before then, the decision to evolve and change their sound, being from Stoke-on-Trent and the local scene, working with producer and previous podcast guest Sam Bloor, and loads more. Now, if you enjoyed this or any other episode of the podcast and you want to show your support, there's a few ways that you can do that. Number one, leave a rating and review wherever you're listening to this. It takes just a few seconds and it really does help. Number two, share this on your social media, whether that be Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. Or number three, if you want to go the extra mile, you can pay a little bit each month to join the Patreon, and in return you'll get access to episodes early along with some other perks, or you can pick up some merch from the store. All the links to that and the podcast socials where you can follow us can be found at itsnotaphase.co.uk. That's itsnotaphase.co.uk. And now with all that out of the way, let's jump right into this week's episode of It's Not a Phase. What's up everybody? Thank you for joining me on this episode of It's Not a Phase when I'm with Scott and Charlie from Black Coast. How are you both doing?
All right, Mum.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good Christmas and good New Year's then, seeing in 2024 okay?
Yeah, sound, yeah, just chilled out, relaxed, and then family and all that stuff, and then rolled straight back into work on the 2nd, like I'd never been away.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Yourself?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, just chilled out. Like, we were saying just before we started, like, just not a fan of New Year's, not a fan of the business or the money or anything like that. The
£50 taxis to get you everywhere, man.
Yeah, and then
just anywhere, £50 taxis. Just literally the Tesco. Love it.
Yeah, literally.
Get any good presents from Santa or
nothing? No.
I got some new Clippers.
I actually got a limited edition, definitely maybe Oasis album, which was like a vinyl, which was cool. Cool. That was about it. And some aftershave. And that's it. Socks and
Michelin Man coat as well. I want a Michelin Man coat. So
you got a new coat, didn't you?
Nice. Yeah, I loved it. I just don't take it off. So now I just look like the Michelin Man. And I don't
all the time.
Do you get the cliche Lynx gift set?
No, I didn't get.
No, I didn't. My mum don't like me.
I didn't get Lynx one this year. I got I don't know what it was. Fuck knows. Some other fucking dodgy aftershave make like I don't know. They come with the soap with that you can wash your hair. You can wash your arse, your hair, the car, the rug, and everything with it. Like, you know what I mean?
People might not know, but you guys have been going for a few years now. But I think you essentially kind of consider those first few EPs before the Outworld album a different era, a different band kind of thing. Is that right?
Yes. we always say that the band didn't start until we released Outworld because we didn't find us fitting properly until we released Outworld, I don't think, and we came into ourselves as actually what Black Coast is, like the sound we were actually going for. Like before, we were like obviously straight up kind of like melodic hardcore kind of stuff. Like so,
straight from the path, basically.
Yeah, we were like straight on the path meets fucking I don't know. I can't even remember some of the songs.
It's been that long, so I can't even remember.
And then obviously we did Ill Minds, which was like the last thing we did before Outworld. And when we were out to record Ill Minds, Chaz had brought Ocean Grove's Rhapsody Tapes albums. He said, "Oh, listen to this," like, and we all listened to it. And we're like, "Fucking hell, man, this is class," like. And obviously at that point we were like a day before we were recording Ill Minds, and we were like, "Oh, fuck it," like. So we put Ill Minds out, and we pretty much wanted to get straight back into writing because we just knew that we weren't really feeling that vibe anymore. And we were all like, obviously grown up with different styles of music and stuff. So, I mean, I've fucking grown up with everything, man. You know what I mean? But we all collectively loved the bands like, Alice in Chains and Limp Bizkit and Linkin Park. So we kind of just wanted to go back and write stuff like that. So Outworld was predominantly a new metal sound, definitely more new metal. And then obviously the EP we released last year was definitely more of a grunge-based sound, still with a little tinge of new metal, but it was more grunge-based. Like bands like Split Chain. I think if you've heard of Split Chain, they are like the new wave of grunge, but we were trying to keep it like more like the Alice in Chains kind of style of grunge, with a bit more of like a heavier edge to it, like a bit more darker, like so. And then it's just gone from there, and now we're back in fucking writing again.
So how did the band kind of like come together in those first few years? Was there a gradual period where you kind of felt like, oh, are we really feeling this sound that we're doing? Was there like a defining moment other than maybe that Ocean Grove album that you mentioned?
They'd written the EP, the earlier EPs before I came on board, so that was already there and sorted for the older stuff as we were going along. I think it just as years go on, as you listen to more music, things just kind of change. And I don't know, maybe it was just quicker at that point when we recorded Ill Minds that we just kind of felt like, I don't know, we just heard something new and fresh and for the first time that actually sounded like what we should have been doing. And I don't know, I'd always sung before and I'd stopped myself from singing. I purposely wrote Ill Minds like all screaming, fuck knows why, idiot move, just because I was in a bad place at that point in my time. And then like I sung before, but then I wanted to bring it back. So it was kind of nice to kind of like trickle that back in a little bit and kind of like use it, not just kind of like shy it away, which was cool. And then obviously as well, it was like with the guitars, Scotty was able to be more creative as well. I feel like with the other stuff, we were all kind of like a bit held back and restrained almost, because like as soon as we got in for Outworld and everything and for the new EP, it was almost like we just all let loose and just didn't really care about what it sounded like. Whatever it came out was like just how it came out. We were just like, we didn't think any idea was stupid. We were just kind of like, let's just do this. So that's why you hear just mad guitars and mad parts in Outworld, and you're just like, it sounds all over the place. But it's obviously still got like that new metal kind of like sound to it. But it's just nice to be able to just be like, we're just going to put everything into this, and it's not going to be a stupid idea. And that's what came out. And it was kind of cool to see and see how it evolved.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things for us as well was just we all kind of just got fed up of that sound as well. Like that whole metal sound, we were just like so fucking fed up of it. So we just wanted to have something that we could connect with as music. Like we always felt like when we wrote like the older stuff before Outworld, we were writing it for we'd be going like, oh yeah, this breakdown will be good because people will do this. And then we got to the point where we were just like, nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck like about the breakdowns or this riff or that riff. So we were just like, let's just write songs that we fucking enjoy playing instead of writing songs that you're playing to like, oh, you know, they're gonna fucking circle pit for this or they're gonna do this. And like then in the end we were just like, you know what, just fucking let's just write music that we will actually sit and listen to ourselves as well. Because if you can't enjoy your own music, then no one else is gonna ever enjoy your music. So
I know we were very selfish with it. I know it sounds bad to say that, but we were, and it's just you know, we put a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of our life into it. So why the fuck not? If I'm honest, like why the fuck can't we? Like, we
also had like a great, like obviously when COVID hit and everybody was like didn't know what to do. It just come at the perfect time for us because we just started writing Outworld at the start of COVID, and we were just fucking like meeting up and still writing. Obviously, I know we shouldn't have been doing that and, you know, whatever, but everybody else fucking did. So we were just kind of meeting up, and then we were like video calling each other. And then we recorded the whole album during COVID.
Right.
We had that whole time of just sitting and writing an album. So it really helped with the band. Like, I know everybody had like shit time with whatever, like, but for our point of view, it was good for the writing process. So it just gave us time to sit back and actually work on songs that we believed in more instead of just rushing to just put something out.
Yeah, I guess because you know everyone's like not touring anymore because they literally can't. So I guess you guys, instead of having to hit the road all the time, you've got this kind of downtime that's been given to you to reflect on the band that you are, the band that you want to be, how the sound's going to be. Was there like an initial, when you were breaking away from that previous sound, was there a little bit of hesitation? Because I mean, even though maybe you didn't want to do that sound anymore, it is kind of what you were already doing, and it's just kind of hard to break the mold of the usual routine.
There wasn't so much a point where it was like that, but there's always one thing that sticks in my mind when we went to, because obviously we've recorded with Sam Bloor at Lower Lane Studios. That's who we did like Outworld with, and we did the EP with, and now we're working with again because he's just fucking brilliant and he's so good and he understands the band. But when we first went in to do Outworld, we went in with this song and we played some of the song, which would have been like the first track of like what we were working on, and he fucking just openly said, "It's shit. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing good about this whole thing. It doesn't sound any different to what you're doing now." So that's when we were like, okay. And then Joe just came up with the riff for Paradise, which he just did pretty much on the spot there and then. And that literally just opened the floodgates to writing the album just off one riff. And then it just bam, 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 bam. And we just kept writing and writing. And the songs just kept getting like better and better. Obviously, we did Paradise and Ache and Mental and Stranger's Skin and fucking Void. And like all these songs have just done great for us, like, you know, still getting great streams, great numbers and that, like, but that to me was like the biggest defining point when we went in with Sam, and he just went, yeah, that's shit. There needs to be more of a change in this band, otherwise you're just gonna fucking plateau in completely. Like,
I don't think personally it was hard to get away from the old stuff. I think the old stuff was gone. I think we were just completely done with it, to be honest with you. I think we were just flogging a dead horse, to be fair.
Yeah, big time.
We were just like literally, I don't know, we were all just done with that sound. I think, like I said, as years go on, your music taste changes, and I think that is just literally what happened, like, to be fair.
So how would you say it's kind of like evolved then from that? I think the first EP was it Crows of the North, that first one in 2016?
Yeah.
Remind us of that
a long time ago.
Hell,
yeah,
I hate the EP more than life itself. God, that was terrible. Yeah, I say that, but I can't stand the fucking.
I mean, from probably an outside point looking in, if I was somebody else and I went, this is a song that we did in 2016 and it's Crows of the North, and then I went, and this is the same band who's just released Chains, I'd be like, there's them two songs, and they'd be like, there's no way that's the same band.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way on this planet. If you didn't show with the person the pictures of the members, you go, it's not the same band.
You don't need to do that either. We look
and like the great thing is about it as well is it's the 5 same members who wrote that EP are the same 5 members who've just wrote this other EP. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, as a fucking whole band, we haven't like had to have new members to go, yeah, we need to fucking shake shit up. We've done it ourselves, like, you know, we've literally collectively gone, this whole band needs to be shaken from the bottom to the top of music. So that's what we did, like, but I would say it's just too fucking different. It doesn't even sound like the same, other than the name being the same. It doesn't sound like the same band.
Yeah,
literally, it doesn't sound like the same band at all.
Was there any kind of temptation then? Like, you're saying it sounds like a different band, but it's the same name. Was there a part of like kind of this new era where you kind of considered changing the band name at all, or was it always sticking with?
We got told to a few times, like we got told to, and we just kind of like felt that like it wasn't. I don't know. I felt like once you put so much stock and so much work in something, as much as you kind of like built up a bit of a following or whatever, to then start it and do the fresh thing and build it up from that again is a bit much. And like all of the suggestions and that just didn't seem to like make any sense. So we just stuck with it. And I don't know. I think again, it's testament to us staying together as the 5 same members. I think, you know, sticking with the same name, you know, and pushing through with it it works. Maybe from, I don't know, like a industry point, it's silly, but to be honest, fuck them. So, yeah.
I mean, there's bands who've got names that you look at and you just think, well, it's just a name. It's just a name. What does it mean? Like, you know, I'm just printing Static Dress. What does it mean? I don't know. Fuck knows. It's just Static Dress.
Or even a band like Korn, like it's a very stupid name.
Korn.
It's just a name.
Oasis is just fucking everything. Oasis fucking kebab house. Oasis fucking drink. Oasis fucking this. You know what I mean? It's just a name. Limp Bizkit. It's just a name, in my opinion. I don't think it defies anything about the band at all. Like, it's just a fucking name that we just had from the beginning. Somebody mentioned it and we went, oh, that's pretty cool. Let's just fucking go with that. Like, but I mean, if somebody wanted to offer us like a fucking £1 million record deal for it, and then they said you've got to change your name, then
get it done, sorted. I'll change
the name. I'd change my own name to get a £1 million record. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't fucking make any difference to the band, I don't think, of the name. Like, and like Chaz said, if the industry people don't want anything to do with it because of the fucking name, then whatever, like, crack on. Yeah, because we know the music speaks volumes more than the fucking name, so that's it. Like,
yeah, I mean, it is a drastic change in sound, and I think the only other band I can think of that's done kind of a similar thing is the band 100th. Like they went from full
Oh
on
yeah,
metal,
100%.
like, and they kept their name.
It worked out for
100%.
them. I mean, they didn't do too bad, did they? Jesus.
Yeah.
You don't hear a lot of them anymore, though. I don't
No, I
seem
don't
to
think they're
see them as
together
much as
anymore,
you.
sure.
No, I know they did. I think it might have been the last album or the one before was fucking brilliant, really good. And then they kind of just disappeared. They kind of just like vanished a little bit, and I haven't really heard anything of them for
Yeah.
a while. Like,
I think they're working on something new, but I don't know exactly. They're just keeping quiet, but yeah.
but yeah, I mean, it's fucking done wonders for them. Like, you know.
And I think like you've kind of abandoned those previous EPs, haven't you? You don't play them anymore at all.
No,
No,
not at all.
not at all. No,
Not
you
at all.
couldn't pay me to.
Not even $1 million.
No, couldn't even pay me $1 million to do that.
We play them.
I wouldn't
play
play
'em.
them at all. I get no
We do 'em-
enjoyment. I get no enjoyment out of playing them at all.
For £1 million, I'll do them on my own instrumental.
You can
One man
crack on
band.
doing your own.
Yeah, but no, it's no, we don't do that stuff. We don't do that
Yeah.
them anymore at all.
Yeah.
It's dead and buried completely.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Again, it's a very selfish thing, but it's like we want to get as much enjoyment for ourselves and from the music itself for us. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds selfish, but it's true. And anyone who says it isn't is.
well, it's not selfish, is it? You need to enjoy the music you're playing because
100%.
otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But so, like I said, some people do literally make music just because they're like, I need to hit this demographic, and it's like, fucking get a job.
Well, I guess the most recent thing you put out is obviously you mentioned the EP that came out last April, I think. Is that right?
Yeah,
I think so,
April and
yeah,
May. Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
And like I say, that kind of led into more of the kind of grunge and even like electronic stuff that you were kind of working on Outworld a little bit more. Was that kind of the idea before you kind of went into the studio to start putting that EP together? Were they the kind of things you wanted to hone in on a bit more?
I think we just wanted to. There was parts of Outworld, like you said, that we did want to like take a few of them parts from Outworld that really worked and kind of like that we enjoyed and just push them a little bit further and just kind of like we wanted to give everything a bit more space as well. Outworld was like really, really busy. Like I felt like the music was really, really busy. I'm kind of like with the EP, we kind of like let everything breathe a little bit more, let the riffs like go a little bit more, let like the breakdown parts go a bit more, let the singing do a bit better. So it was nice to just do that. And I felt like it was just with it, everyone says, but it was like the tip of the iceberg as well. Cause like, I felt like we did the 5 songs and then I felt like we had a lot more in the chamber, but we just kind of like put the 5 songs out and just kind of like, you know, cracked on. But I feel like we definitely took parts from Outworld and, you know, pushed.
Well, it definitely sounds like to me a more like, I think you kind of said there, like streamlined, you kind of honed in on things and made things breathe a little bit more. Whereas I guess Outworld is just you kind of laying the foundation of this new Black Coast for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. I think again, it's another good foundation for it. To be fair, for even the newer stuff, and it's just pushing on things that we enjoy and always like really kind of like trying to experiment a little bit more. I think, and it's good that we have Sam to be able to kind of like rear our heads in different ways. Because like you said, as we go on, all like the music and everything that we listen to changes like daily. Like Scott will like a lot more different stuff than what I will like, and then I don't know what Matty likes anymore. I've got no idea. I've got no idea what Joe likes. I think the only thing I can remember whenever I say in any kind of podcast or anything is that he likes John Mayer or something. But he said to me that he listened to like Post Profit the other day, so I'm assuming that's something new. And then Birdie's just Lemmy, just fucking Lemmy through and through. So this is the thing. It's just day-to-day changes, really. Like Scotty sent me. Who did you send me today, Scotty? You sent me what is it? Blue Dot.
Big Dot.
Shout out Big Dot. This is this rapper from America that he just messaged me today. Scotty was like, I've been talking to this lad from America who's this rapper called Blue Dot.
Big Dot.
The song, and it's like, what's the song got in it? Is it like 75 bottles or something?
No, he's I-75. He's from Ohio, and he shut down. I don't know what they call them in America, like the motorway 75. So he shut that down and filmed a fucking music video or some shit like that. But
oh wow,
it's just rap music, like, you know. So,
but this is
like
just today, by the way. This is
today.
This is just today. That's what I'm saying. Scotty will just ring me through and just be like, "I've just been up to this," and I'm like, "Sounds." Yeah, I should do. sweet, sorted. You know, big up Blue Dot. I don't know who the fuck you are, but big up, lad.
I just think like everybody's influences have massively changed over the years since that first stuff. Even since Outworld, I think everybody's influences have changed again. And then the new stuff we're writing again is completely. I'm not saying completely different from like the EP, but it's just a natural progression of the band. I think as a band, we constantly now just want to never be in a place where we just feel like we're stagnant as a band. Like, you know, with Crows of the North and Ill Minds, we just felt like we were just at a level that we were never going to move from. And then Outworld took us a little bit more. And I think the EP took us a bit more than that. And then hopefully the next stuff will put us onto another step like. But we just keep going. We're just a band that we just keep going until
someone comes in with a double barrel shotgun and just fucking ends it down.
Fucking annihilates us all. Like,
it's all. I feel like we won't stop until someone just fucking runs us over or some shit.
Yeah.
It's just really annoying, but it's good in a way, I suppose.
Well, I think as well that the EP is self-titled. That's fairly significant when a band does that. Would you say you went with that because I guess this EP kind of finally reveals the true sound and identity that you guys are all happy and content with going forward?
I would have said that was like the sound of the band, what we are now and what we're going to continue to be. But well, even like I said, but we're still progressing. So it might just be the fact that we couldn't fucking find a name for the EP and we just fucking self-title it like.
It was the fact that we couldn't find a fucking name for the EP.
Yeah.
So I was like, I think when I was, we were just doing the one word like names and we were just like, we're just sticking with that. And then I've done like obviously All Minds before. And I was like, it should just be Black Coast, just because, we want people to focus on the name. We want to just bring it out as an EP. Don't want to just name it something for the sake of fucking naming it something. So just put it out as Black Coast and don't have this big hoo-ha about it being like, I could have called it bloody, I don't know.
Whatever.
I could have called it No One or, one of them, but then it would have just taken away from what it actually is. And it's just an EP called Black Coast Sound. There you go.
But it's done good for us anyway. So it's
brilliant.
Like I said, Change has fucking just blown up for us like a big song.
I guess you could always do like the Billy Talent or Led Zeppelin thing where you just do like Black Coast 1, Black Coast 2, Black Coast.
Yeah, we might even just do that. We might call the next album or EP, whatever we do, we might just call it Black Coast 1 or Black Coast 2. We might end up just doing something like that, like, because at the point now where we are as well, we kind of like the thought of simple things as well. We see a lot of bands nowadays just going like full on and being like everything's like chaos, and we're just like, you know what, like we just want to be kind of like simple, as in like it's not too hard to just take in. It's like everything's simple, like the artwork for the next stuff we want to make simple, and the videos we want to do like really simplistic kind of stuff. Like we want to delve back. We want to delve back into like we work with a lad Joe Beresford who's did like the videos for Chains, and he does all the photos for us, the live stuff, and that he does basically everything for us with like a lot of videos and online posts and all that shit like so. And we've just been looking at like just fucking old mad stuff like Factory Records stuff and Hacienda and stuff like that, just completely fucking different like. So just trying to get away from that fucking whole metal feel. Yeah, we are a metal band, well, within a reason, but we want to kind of like get away from that feeling of like
you don't want to be lost in the sea of all these other metal bands that are
100%.
You got it there straight off the bat.
Yeah, like even like Bring Me's newest single, like this, the new one that they've just put out, it's just fucking like metal, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and we just don't really want to do that anymore. We kind of want to be our own vibe, and like that's one thing that people always had said, like that we're like a fresh sound in the scene, even though we're not like, I'm not being biased here, but people always, we feel like we are quite underrated as a band. But I feel like we've got a sound that no one else is really doing. Like there's a lot of bands who are being called new metal. Like
they're doing a type of new metal. There's a lot of bands doing a type of new metal.
Yeah, there's bands doing
overshadowing certain other types, but yeah, there seems to be this thing. I don't know, like Scotty's saying around, where it's like new metal and it's just popping up every fucking where, and it's like you're not Limp
like
Bizkit.
Like I listened to a podcast yesterday, and it was talking about new metal bands, new metal bands. And somebody said that you could put Turnstile as a new metal band, and I was like, I don't know about
that. I wouldn't say so.
I was like, I don't know. I'm not feeling
You
it.
have to
Like,
admit though, like, remember when we got called Asking Alexandria?
yeah, but that was fucking like Crows of the North, man.
But I'm
So
saying
fuck
that's what I'm
off.
saying about people.
Yeah,
People,
but yeah, I
like,
know what you're saying. I know what you
no
mean, though.
idea.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But what I'm saying is like the whole fucking like when someone says to me like, "Who's new metal?" You just go, "Oh, it's
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
It's Limp Bizkit," and like, there's not really anybody who sounds like that kind of sound anymore
Hmm.
because everybody's like they tune to the lowest point, and then and then they'll do like a riff which is just like a bit of a bounce, and they'll go, "Oh, it's new metal." Not new metal. Like I don't feel like it's new metal, so. I don't even know where I've gone with this conversation, but
I don't know where we're going with it, but I love it. We're basically saying fuck them. That's what we're saying. I don't give a shit.
And what I'm trying to say is that we've got our own vibe anyway. We all
Yeah.
have our own
Well,
little
hopefully,
vibe.
if this new stuff comes out and everyone thinks it's shit, then Sodom, I love it anyway.
Like we said before, that's the main thing. As long as you enjoy what you're doing and stuff, that's the main thing that you should be doing. Because if you're doing stuff that you don't enjoy, then what's the fucking point?
Yeah, literally.
Well, you said, that you went with Sam Bloor from Low Lane Studios. What's it like working with him? And what do you think he kind of injects into the Black Coast formula?
Different perspective.
Yeah, 100%. He's like...
And makes it easier to talk to in between ideas. We can go to him and feel like it's like, we can say out, and he can just be really blunt and kind of like, just be like, if it's shit, like Scott was saying before, if it's shit, it's shit. If it's good, it's good. And there's no kind of like, it's not too far field to put something in, or it's not too kind of like, it's not a silly idea, and then it just like grows and turns into something else, which is nice. And he's just really kind of like transparent with things, and he really pushes us in different ways that I don't think if we went with someone else we'd get, to be honest. I think he brings out the best of all of us when it comes to playing music and pushing us to the best that we can be.
And I mean, at the moment, if you look at everybody who Sam's working with at the moment, they are doing like, we've done well with our songs. Graphic Nature have done really well with their stuff. Grey Wave have done, they done really good stuff. Out of Love, they've done really good. Everybody who Sam's working with at the moment is just doing fucking great. So he's definitely, in my opinion, in the fucking top bracket of producers in this country. He was telling me yesterday that he was fucking working with a band from Kazakhstan, some metal band, some
really
new metal band or something. Yeah, man, just wild. But like, I know this year that he's working with like a lot of bands who have come through, who we've played with as well, and obviously a lot of people. The thing is, when we released Outworld, Graphic Nature went to Sam because they like loved the sound of Outworld, and then obviously you've got other bands. I'm not going to mention any names because I'm not liable to say the names, but I know bands who are going with Sam this year, and it'll fucking transform them into like from good bands to fucking really good bands.
Yeah,
because he can just do that to a band. He did it to us. It was shit when we did Illmans. We weren't fucking very good. We weren't knowing where we were going, and then Sam transformed us into what we are now. He can do that. He's a genius, honestly. He's just got a good sound, and he knows the sound that people are going for. So
I think it's good that, because Sam was in a band called Talk Is Cheap a good few years ago.
Yeah.
I think it's good that, not all producers come from being in a band, but having kind of like that band perspective as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. And he cares, man. He cares. It's not just a fucking paycheck for him. He cares about like the stuff. He wants to fucking write good music with people. Yeah. He wants to fucking sit and be a fucking, for whatever time you're in that fucking studio, he wants to be that fucking an extra member of your band to fucking write with. And that's what he does with us. Like, obviously, it's got easier for us because we know where the sound's going. Yeah. So we can just go in and he'll go, yeah, this is fucking sick. Straight away, he'll be like, you found your fitting with what you are. So it works really easy for us. So, like I said, any band who wants to fucking progress in their own sound, you should fucking consider going to Sam. But not yet, because we won't get in with him first. So you'll have to fucking wait on him.
Don't book him up, for Christ's sake. We need honestly. So don't book with Sam and just wait for about 4 or 5 months and then let us do it.
Yeah.
Wait until later in the year and then do it.
Yeah. Next year sometime. Go next year. Let's start off for now.
I think it probably helps as well that he's such a great producer, but he's also on your doorstep. He's local to Stoke, so that's a benefit for you because he's just
it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Don't have to stay anywhere. Just go fucking home. Go
Yeah.
record 9 till 5, and then just piss off home. You know what I mean? So it's easy for us, like. But like I said, he's a good mate of ours anyway. Outside of the band and the music, he's a good mate of ours anyway. So I see him like he started coming boxing with me. So that's I get talk to him at boxing and stuff like, as and smashing each other in the fucking face like. So it's cool.
Fuck's sake, I knew it was coming.
Yeah, but
What was it you saying before? I'm depressed, but I can chin some cunt.
yeah, because you said, is the boxing helping your mental health? And I said, yeah, man, I'm just depressed, but now I can knock somebody out.
What do you feel like what's the local scene like in Stoke nowadays? I lived in Stoke for a few years, so
I mean, there's some fucking good bands. I mean, Mole Slip just split up, which is unfortunate because they're a fucking good band. They're just fucking like that kind of like Graphic Nature kind of sound, but Code Orange stuff really good. They just split up.
You saying all bands that have split up, lad?
No, I'm just saying like.
I thought you were saying.
And then you've got Mercury, who are that kind of same kind of sound as like Split Chain. They're doing good. They just did like Outbreak Fest, and they just did a support for Static Dress, and they've played with like a few bands and that like so. And then a band, Head Dent, they're doing stuff as well. There's quite a few bands who are just popping up, but the scene just seems to be like slowly getting back to how it was years ago, which is really good. Did you come to that gig of the week, Charles?
Which one?
The Marvel Slip one?
Oh no, I was in bed.
No, it was good. It was good. It, like good crowd and that like so. But I've been like shows. I go like just randomly. I'll just go up there and just go a show like so. And it's always got people there. But the scene is good. But yeah, I can't grumble about it really. Like, you know, Stoke's a bit of a funny one, like, because people don't like coming into Stoke. People like kind of like bypass it for some reason. But we've got some fucking good talent up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People bypass it. Like, but you know, I'll give love out to Stoke all the time. Like whether or not they give love to us, I don't really know. I don't fucking care. Like so.
You are the most Stoke human that I've ever met, though, Scotty. You are literally the most Stoke human.
You know, I won't. You know, we've been up and down the country for fucking years, like, and seen some fucking shithole squalors, like, and people will go, "Fuck, I will live in Stoke," and I think, mate, I wouldn't live in fucking anywhere else, man. Fuck that, man. I go in Wallenberg, places are fucking shithole. Like, bad, man.
That is
like
bad.
that,
Yeah, it is bad.
Yeah, but like I said, Stoke's music scene, it's getting there, man. There's some bands popping up here and there, like, and coming through, and new bands, and you know, people making waves a little bit, getting Radio 1s and that, like, and you know, it's great. It's good for the city. It's good that bands are getting out there. And then obviously, like Sam Ogden, drummer for Static Dress, he's Stoke lad. That's good. He's in Static Dress. They out fucking playing with Bring Me the Horizon like right now. So
yeah,
that's good. I mean, he can chuck a bit of help all the way as well if he wants. Take us on tour with him one time if he wants to.
Nah.
You know, we took him on tour enough times. So when we were starting out, we were helped him fucking get out on the road with us for a bit, doing a bit of roading and shit with us. So
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, it's good. It's picking up. Hopefully picking up over the next like year or so. More bands will pop up and more bands will just keep pushing the fucking barrier of Stoke further and further. So we encroach into fucking Manchester and Leeds and places like that where, you know, a lot of bands get more looked at than they do from Stoke. So hopefully that'll happen.
Big up Stoke, everyone. Everyone needs
big up Stoke. Everybody needs to fucking wake up and listen to Stoke. Like I said, Sam Bloor from Stoke, and he's
not even us, just to Stoke. Just big up the Oak Cake sound.
Big up the Oak Cake, big up the Ducks, big up the fucking
big up the Ducks.
Bank.
And the Sugar Mill and the Underground, great venues.
Sugar Mill and the Underground, big up the Underground, big up
they're sick, they're sweet.
Big up Dumpling King, big up fucking Bottlecraft, big up all them places. Honestly, best fucking food and beer ever. Big up my mate's garage as well, Clay City.
Oh yeah, gotta big
them
up
guys. Them guys keep the van on the road, literally. Like every time we were playing Face Down in November, was it, Chaz? Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like on the way there, and the van broke down, the alternator broke, and we phoned like our mate who owns a garage, and they drove all the way to us, which was like an hour and a half away from Stoke, with an alternator and fitted an alternator on the fucking service station so we could play the gig, then drove back. So them guys are fucking legends. So if you own a van,
go to them. Clay City Autos.
Clay City Autos, bangers, absolutely legends.
Basically, we're just giving you all of these like things because we just want to just basically say that Stoke's the best, and and that's it. And we're just gonna keep on pushing for it. So,
And then
you know.
my other mate, Mike, who owns Slice Culture, but that's in Manchester, but Mike's a
So
Stokey.
we can't say about that one then because that's not.
Yeah,
in
we
Stoke.
can. Mike Soundman, Mike Safe, he's fucking top lad. I love him.
Well, as long as he's
But
in
it's-
Stoke
But
saying about it.
if you, yeah, he's a Stokey, but he's got a pizza place called Slice Culture in Manchester,
Right.
and it's fucking banging, man. Best pizzas
Oh.
fucking everywhere, man.
Forget
Better
it.
than, mate, they're better than Italy. I'm telling you, man.
Stoke massive.
Yeah, Stoke massive.
Jesus, I felt like that was a walking fucking advert for Stoke then, that was. Jesus Christ. Get the fucking parade out.
Yeah.
Ain't it?
Get out of being a band, get into tourism.
Yeah,
Wow.
sorted.
Yeah,
Just
you
round
fucking
Stoke.
should, yeah.
Well, looking into the future of Black Coast, I think you've got you're playing the Saturday at Takedown Festival in April. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah,
Very
buzzing.
happy.
We got roped into doing a fucking acoustic set as well.
We did indeed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're doing an acoustic set on like the acoustic stage. So we've got
That'd be
like
good.
25 minutes. So we're gonna do like.
Don't
few
tell them what
hours.
we're going to do now. Bloody hell. Keep a bit of a law. Don't just bloody.
Okay.
God, you can't bloody
Okay. Yeah.
give all the eggs away, can you? Straight away.
No.
Jesus. It's Jim.
But yeah, we're going to be there with we'll be there with acoustic guitars on the Saturday.
There we go.
Day,
We'll just be there. That's where we'll be.
And then we're playing on the metal stage with I know
loads of
Nature
bands.
headlining, and I'm trying to think what the bands were.
A's playing. I know A.
A's on now.
Does he still have the hair going up in that hat?
Maybe,
You know what I
man.
mean? Does
Not
everyone
sure,
remember
maybe.
he had that hat that was cut out and he had the blonde hair going up? Does he still have that?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah,
Was he
maybe
actually?
still does.
I'm not sure if he still
maybe.
has it, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hope he does because I love that. Can't wait to see
yeah,
that.
but
That's
yeah,
all I want to see.
We're excited for that, very much so.
Do you do acoustic sets often? Is that kind of
First one.
No.
first one? Oh.
Well, actually, no. This is the second one, if you count, because we did a BBC live session on acoustic.
Right.
This is the first proper one, so it could go terribly wrong, but
No, it won't go
Okay.
wrong. It'll
it's
be
what it
great.
is. We had a quick fucking blast through the songs on Saturday night, didn't we? They sounded good, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah, a bit
We
different.
had to just change them about a bit just to make them acoustic sized or whatever you want to call it, like. So, if that's even a word. Acousticized. Is that a word? Fuck knows. I'll have to look up that.
Acoustic sized. Love it.
Acousticized. So,
I love you. Can I just say, just quickly, I love you, Scott Pinnington. You
cheers, man.
beautiful bastard. Honestly, cheer up my day every day. You cheer up my day every day.
Cheers. I don't try. It just happens naturally.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's it. That's going to be a good show, and then we
got no other shows. So give us some fucking shows.
So big up.
We haven't announced
somebody
anything.
and get some shows.
Yeah, booking agents, pull your fingers fucking out. There you go.
Well, you might not have shows, but you did mention that you're working on new music. What's that kind of
looking
like?
That's going to be good.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, we know already it's good. We've got like
Scott, just come on, mate. Come on,
we've got 4 in the bag already, and then we're gonna just keep writing and just keep going until we've got like
17.
Yeah, we're gonna. We don't really know what the plan is yet.
We don't know what we're doing. That's what we don't. We know. We know that we don't know what we're doing.
Right.
We know that we don't know what we're doing, except for we're just writing, and we might just fucking. You might just wake up one day and there might be a Black Coast album on your fucking
Or an EP or a single. We don't know what we're doing.
on your fucking wireless. You know what I mean?
Something
Yeah.
Black Coast related is coming.
Yeah.
Something Black Coast is coming at some point this year. That's it.
Yeah.
Sort of.
100%.
You're saying this is kind of like
meantime,
a continuation of the last EP, then?
I think another step in a different direction, possibly.
yeah, it's definitely a different direction.
Yeah, definitely a step in a different direction. Yeah, I'd say it's that.
It's like Chains, and then the next level of Chains. I would say
Yeah,
it's
probably.
that's the only way I can describe the music. It's
Or
Chains.
it's nothing like that and it's terrible.
Yeah, yeah. We're just
Either
playing.
or, it's different. Let's just
Yeah,
say
it's
that.
definitely
You're not going to hear Chains 2.0. You're
No.
just going to hear something.
Another. Yeah,
That's what you're going to hear.
and the whole everything's changing.
Right.
The whole everything is changing. The whole
keeping it mysterious, I think.
Yeah, it's
But
definitely
you ain't
mysterious.
keeping it mysterious, so I have to rein you in on that one.
Yeah, or otherwise I'll just tell you everything right now. I'll just be like, yeah, this
is the thing. He would tell you literally everything right now, and I'd be like, so he'd be like, the new music's coming, and I'd be like, no, there's no fucking date at all, and he'd be like, but I've just said one small thing about it, like for next week, and I'm like, no, isn't.
Well, we obviously
we have no dates, we have no nothing, so that's all we know.
No.
We're doing something, and that's it.
All we know is new music is being worked on, and that's the end.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. That's the easiest way to do it.
That's the one line.
Right.
And like I said, as for shows, we're just we're not really at the moment really looking because obviously the writing's going, so we're not really like looking at like getting out. But obviously, if shows come along, we'll take whichever ones come along which feel worthy of doing. So we will look into shows this year and that. Well, we're just reaching out to other bands for maybe tours and stuff. So it's too fucking cold now. Anyway, who wants to stand outside in the fucking cold? Fucking freezing. Unless fucking, unless
Slipknot.
Yeah, anybody
not like even, not Slipknot even. Fuck them. No.
If somebody wants to put us on that, like where we can have a heater in the fucking backstage area, then we'll we'll play.
That is a thing. If there's, we just like the homely things. We don't need any of this rock star shite. Like honestly, the homely things.
So your rider's just a heater and a nice sofa or something like that.
Oh my god, yes, that's so much better than the other crap. I don't want like a bottle of Jack Daniels this summer. I'm not fucking
Ovaltine.
I'm not Axl Rose. Like fucking, what are you fucking on about?
Ovaltine. I want a box of Ovaltine. I want 6 crates of Ovaltine.
Like a chocolate croissant from like Tesco, and then like I don't know, just a Lucozade. I'd be well happy, honestly.
When we played Face Down, we got. Well, actually, no, we didn't get Gatorade.
No, we didn't get any of it. This was all for what they called the red jumpsuit.
Red jumpsuit apparatus. Apparatus.
Yeah.
They got all Gatorade, but they were all like drinking, and we were just like, you know what? And it just said on the fridge like, "Do not drink the Gatorade," and we were like, "Oh, they aren't fucking drinking it, are they?" So fucking It was ace as well. I've never really tried Gatorade before. I was blown away. I was just like, wow, this is just fucking great, man. It's fucking great. And then that's it now. So every rider now, I ask for Gatorade on a ride, I don't know. So, living the fucking dream now.
Addicted.
Yeah.
Oh, that was too good.
Shout out to the blue flavour.
Blue flavour.
Fucking blue.
Oh God, you wonderful human. You wonderful human.
Thanks very much, guys. I really appreciate you coming on, having a little chat, speaking about Black Coast in 2024. Before I let you go, any final words, anything you want to say, anything you want to plug? Floor's yours.
You first, Scotty.
I haven't got really anything to plug. I just want to say thanks to everybody who's supported us over the years, and thanks to everybody who's put us on at shows and tours and everything like that, and just keep on fucking supporting us. We love the fans. We love everybody who goes out the way and listens to us and all that stuff like. So, and buys any merch or anything, just helps us. And it's just every band's in the same position where everybody's trying to keep it together as best they can, and without people like who are appreciating the music and that, it's just fucking pointless doing it. So, just want to say thanks to people who are just helping us out and just listening to us daily. Stream's doing good, and that's because people are listening to us. So, fucking much love to that, and shout out to fucking Sam and Dave. That's it, like.
Love it. And mine is going to be, thank you. You're all a grand bunch of people who make me feel very happy sometimes, and all good. And that's all I have to say. I just appreciate when people give a shit, and that's what I'll say all the time. I appreciate people give a shit, and if people can relate to stuff that we do, then thank you. And if they don't, then sod you. Sound.
I think that's
thanks to Zach for having us on and going out of his day for chill with us.
Thank you, Zach.
Yeah,
you've been emotional. It's been wonderful.
I've loved it.
Thank you, guys. I'm going to get a bottle of blue Gatorade tomorrow, I think.
Yes.
Red jumpsuit, apparel or something.
And then just
drink
and then just scream.
And get some oatcakes down me as well. I think that'll be good.
Oatcakes and Gatorade, love it.
Oatcakes, Gatorade, and Slipknot. on repeat.
Healthy diet. Yeah. Thanks again, guys. Enjoy your evening, and hopefully speak soon. And
After
cheers,
West.
guys.
Cheers, man. Cheers, Zach. Take care, man.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.
And that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Again, if you enjoyed this or any other episode of the podcast, then please leave a rating and review wherever you're listening to this. If you want to support the podcast further, you can go and give it a follow on social media, pick up something from the merch store, or subscribe to the Patreon to get early access to episodes. All of the links can be found at itsnotaphase.co.uk. That's itsnotaphase.co.uk. Thanks again, hopefully catch you on the next one, and remember, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle.